What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another banger video. Super excited. We're gonna be messing with this mock-up 1UZ I've got right here. If you guys watched the last video where we tore down the engine, we've got the cylinder heads ready to go to the machine shop, and we put the other block on the other side of the shop, on the other side of the 4Runner right here, so it's out of the way. And then right here we have our LS400 engine, which has our manifolds, which is gonna be for our turbo kit, and we have our front sump pan, which is gonna fit our IS300 chassis. And we picked this up for about 500 bucks. So this is gonna be our mock-up motor for right now, while the other one's getting done up with the ARP head studs and the cylinder heads. So we're gonna go ahead and get started today by taking off all this extra junk, all the wiring that's in the way. We've got like trans cooler lines still bolted to the engine. So we're gonna simplify this down to be a mock-up motor, take off all of the extra stuff, and then we'll get started on removing these manifolds and flipping these to the front so we can see what this turbo kit fabrication is gonna look like. Hope you guys enjoy this process. I don't really have a set in stone plan, but we're gonna be flipping these around, shooting them to the front. Most likely AC compressor is gonna have to come off, but we'll see in time. So stay tuned. This is gonna be super sick. All right, so I'm trying to get this damn header off. Last freaking stupid nut would not come off, and I can't get any tool to fit in there. So what I do? Welded this freaking 1UZ head bolt to this 14mm, and look at this. Okay, it fits perfect, but is it gonna hold? Oh no, the welds are breaking. I need to weld it stronger. This is gonna work, watch. All right, here it is. Added a couple more. I still could have done a little more. Having a hard time focusing. But let's go see if this will hold. Oh bro, that's cherry. All right, I gotta use two hands though, let's see. Oh, by almighty Jesus, it works. I swear to God, I love having a welder. Look at that. Bro, that's the sickest thing I've done with my welder. That shit worked. Let's go. Still a little hot, not gonna lie. All right, this is what we've got so far. We've got the fan, all the distributor stuff, and the AC lines. Those are all taken off. Those trans cooler lines that I mentioned. And we have the manifolds off, most importantly. And then next, we're gonna have to take the belt off so we can take off this AC compressor. And we might have to take off the alternator. I'm not sure, but the clearance is really tight. But it becomes really apparent that the first thing you're gonna have to do is cut off these huge triangle flanges. So we're gonna cut these flanges off because we can't even bolt anything to the engine. So we got to remove the AC compressor, cut off those flanges, and then we'll go from there. Still doesn't fit. All right, just by cutting that flange off, getting that AC compressor out, look at that, you're able to reverse bolt this manifold, and you get a pretty good angle on it too. Clearance on the oil filter is good, but we do have the O2 bunk shooting straight to the oil filter, so that's gonna have to get relocated. We do have this that needs to get removed, but otherwise, this is a straight shot, perfect. Definitely plenty of room. Look, we even have this piece right here. Oh yeah, baby. We gotta take the grinder, flap disc, and just clean this up, make it nice and smooth, nice and flush, because it's really rigid from that last cut, but this is amazing. There's that bung, cut flush. And we just gotta fill that with weld as well. Now we just gotta cut off this, this, and this. That's for your stock heat shield, we don't need that. And then we're gonna grind this flush. We're gonna grind that nice and flush so that it can accept the V-band flange. Go ahead and do that now, cut off those extra pieces. We're almost ready to prep this side for V-bands. It's not that much. All right, so making a huge mess, obviously, but you guys gotta keep in mind it's over 110 degrees out here in Arizona, so it's literally just a pain to even be out here, but we just got this V-band tacked on. You guys can see that. Didn't get the tacks on camera, but got one tack and then another one on the back, so this thing is on there, and that looks real nice. Let's step back and check it out. Oh yeah, look at that, it looks real good. And it looks like the welder's reacting good to this metal and this header together, so I think the welds are gonna come out nice. So that's gonna be it for today. I'll be back tomorrow, continue on this. I gotta do the other side, get the other side to that same point, and then we'll go from there. But this is super exciting. This is some good progress here. Got the V-band tacked on there. Check this out. So it looks like the factory heat shield will fit. I don't know if it's gonna fit in the chassis, but with the V-band already tacked on, that fits clean and this looks really nice. So we'll see if it fits in the car. That's another story for later, but as of right now, we're looking good for this side. We're gonna go ahead and chop the other one now. Go ahead and chop this one up. So we got the driver's side with the flange on, and then we got this passenger side. It can accept the flange, but that's not the issue anymore. So this actually was fitting perfect. Look at that, fits perfect. But that's not our issue. The issue is, guess what goes here? Alternator. Bam, it's not gonna fit. Oh, and now we just messed up our V-band. But anyways, no shot the alternator fits with that giant coupler right there, so we're gonna have to cut it off. I already marked off a little line. I don't know if you could see that, but that's how far back the alternator is gonna sit, that black faint line vertically. So we're cooked, chat. I'm gonna go NA, supercharge. Just kidding. Super hot, but we just cut this flange off. It's 2-into-1 collector. Okay, now we've got this left. Now we're gonna test fit this and see if we still need to cut more or if this is gonna fit, and then we can configure from here. But it honestly sucks that we had to go this far, but it is what it is. If you want turbo, you want turbo. So let's go throw this on and then we'll go from there. Perfect, so that was a success. You can see the alternator's fully seated. Got alternator in and we've got room. So now we might have to go back a little further on this here top runner here. Might have to cut it back maybe to here. I'm not sure. But what we have is this 2-into-1 collector that's still hot to the touch. It's gonna burn me, but maybe if we can get this to angle at a better angle, shoot it straight down, this might work. So we're gonna mess with this, maybe cut off a little bit more, and then we'll update you guys on what comes out of this. All right, so you guys can see right here, we've got the collector aimed, pointed straight down. It's gonna give you room for that alternator. Now we need this initial runner to point straight down. So we're gonna cut a relief in the top and then hammer it over, and hopefully it lines up close enough. You see that's pointing pretty straight down where we can clear the oil pan going straight down.
It goes down. It don't go down.
Robert, it goes down.
No, it don't.
It do go down.
Oh!
We might angle this end coming out a little bit so it points this way a little bit, but otherwise this looks pretty good. Whereas this header was not gonna work at all. Now look, we're one runner away from this header being perfect for us to pop our V-band on here. And you guys can see the V-band is already ready to go. And again, we can adjust this angle if we need to, adjust it a little bit like that away from the engine by just shaving down the tip of this pipe right here. So we're gonna go ahead and cut this relief cut, and hopefully this runner can stay intact and stay clean like the other one did. So let's do that now. All right, so this is where we're at now. We've got the collector all tacked in. Everything's pretty much just tacked for now. And we've got this rounded out, that first runner, clearing the alternator connector plug, which you can see we have right here. You can see there's plenty of clearance back here for us to pin it out of the way. And yeah, this is perfect. Now we're gonna go ahead and run a small elbow to shoot it out underneath the alternator right here. So we're gonna make a cut on this so that it's angled a little bit. That way this will sit like kind of like so. We got to adjust that pipe. We're gonna cut that one, tack this in place, and then we'll show you guys what that looks like. It's gonna be something like that. All right, now, so we've got this angled up a bit. Still need to clean up this little edge right here. Okay, it's not a perfect cut. I'm just using an angle grinder right here on the floor, by the way, for everyone wondering my tools. But we have this old piece right here. This was from when I first tried doing a 1UZ turbo setup, and this is exactly what we want. It's gonna shoot out, give that alternator a bit of room, but look at that clean flow. Oh yeah. So the only thing is, this is stainless steel, and I'm building this now out of mild steel. So we're gonna cut this exact bend right here out of this pipe. So we're gonna cut that out, and then we'll tack that on. That'll be a V-band just like that, but I have new V-bands. I also don't even know if I have the other side of this V-band. So again, this piece was just perfect for us to test. This is gonna be what we're going for in the end. Look at that fitment. Baby, yes. Plenty of room for the alternator, and then we're gonna hug it tight to the oil pan. We'll show you at the end. We're gonna hug it coming straight out. Look at that. Fuck yes. All right, let's do it. Super hot in here. Oh, wrong way. Wrong way. And first try. And it sucks. We need to flatten out that piece, but it's gonna look good. We need to flatten out this end right here. Too much uneven cut right there. So let's clean that up and then see if we're okay. It's a big gap right there. That was a terrible cut. It is what it is. I had way too much wire sticking out. Don't want to rush this. I want this to come out clean. Nice. All right, that looks like it grabbed on decent. Got a nice big gap at the front there. Gonna have to address that for sure. All right, there you have it. That side's all tacked in. Look at that nice flow down to the bottom, perfectly clearing the alternator. I wish it was a little bit more parallel, but that's okay. I mean, we could cut the V-band back here to cut it straight, but that's all right. It's not really gonna matter. This will transition nicely over to the front, and we'll get rid of any other unleveled stuff there. But man, as you guys can see, I'm sweating my butt off, but this is just sitting on there. It's not even thing, but we just tacked that elbow, and that looks good. So that's probably all I'm gonna really do for today. Maybe I'll take this off and just kind of weld up a little bit, because this is pretty much solid. This is pretty much gonna be in the car. Alternator wire has room. Okay, I'm super hot. I can't even think right now. I'm gonna take this off, lay a few welds on it, probably go inside for the day. All right, this is where we're at right now. We've got this header fully welded all the way down to the V-band, and welds didn't come out that great, but I'm not used to welding on tubing, so it is what it is. But I've also made this heat shield now fit, so I don't know if it's gonna fit the chassis like I said before, but that looks really nice, and this looks really nice. And now what we need to do is cut out another piece. I already marked this tube here. See this tube right here, I already marked it. We're gonna grab a little elbow and we're gonna run just like that. See that? We're gonna run that just like that. It's like perfect. It's just sticking out just past the pulleys, where we're gonna be as tight to the engine as we can, but we'll also get it away from the belt and everything. So we're gonna go ahead, cut this piece of tube out, then we'll get our V-band on here and get that tacked up. We'll show you guys what that looks like. All right, so this is where we're at so far. We've got our passenger side right here with our heat shield installed. Okay, this is running out to the front. V-bands are here, just tacked on. And this is gonna be running around to the front like this. And we actually just got this in. This is a nice little flex coupler. You can see, got a little bit of flex in it. And I think as it heats up and cools off, this will be nice to have here for this longer side, because we're gonna have our turbo sitting around this area. So we're gonna be adding this on in the next video. But for now, we've got the headers sorted out, clearing the mounts, and everything's gonna be good to go into the car from here. We just gotta get this one, the V-band welded on. We gotta get that filled up. And then, yeah, stay tuned for the next video. We're gonna be mounting up our turbo. You guys are gonna see exactly which turbo we're gonna be running in that next video. And we're gonna install this flex pipe and the entire crossover coming over, and you guys can see how we'll get this turbo mounted to where it's gonna fit inside the chassis. Other than that, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, I don't really have a plan, just kind of taking it day by day, and so far I think it's coming out pretty sick. If you guys want to see the rest of the build, make sure you guys are subscribed, because we're gonna be dropping videos every week. So until next time, stay tuned. Foreign Authority is out.